my beloved tribe. My name is Emily Potter. I'm the director of the Lightworker Musicians Tribe and the Million Kisses Foundation. This is a question specifically for our tribe because when I talk to you one-on-one, and there's been dozens of you who have talked to me about a big dream you have of creating a healing center, a sound healing retreat, an artist community out in nature. Whatever that looks like for you, there are many in our tribe who have that as their dream. So I want to do a live video about it, and I want to specifically talk to you about why it's important. There's one specific way that you're going to be able to be successful in this, and I want to talk to you about the opposite of why people are not successful, and I'll use my own experience of communities that I've been in and what I've seen as the difference of why people can be successful or not in this kind of endeavor. So here's an example of one of our tribe. This has been so rampant. So many people in our tribe have this. So this is one example. Someone says, I want to have a spiritual healing community where we cultivate a tribe of light workers for humanity to heal people and to help them escape city life and reconnect with nature and Mother Gaia. So is that your dream? Is that something that you want? Something like that? So there's been 3 specific communities that I've been part of that I have been able to see completely unravel at the seams. And there's one main reason why. So if you are looking for this to be your dream, I want to get really real with you, the difference between those who make it and who don't, based on my own experience and my own observation. And I want to share with you that this is important to talk about because you are going for dreams in this tribe. This is what we're doing here. We're getting out of our own way so that we can actually have these dreams come to fruition, and not just to talk about them anymore. Anybody can talk about it, but are you actually going to be a doer? Are you going to actually make it into manifestation? And if it gets into the reality, that means that we're going to talk about the realness of it and actually some of the things and the solutions to make it a real, true live thing, because these are beautiful dreams. So the dreamer in you gets to actually get real. Is this going to be just one of those things that you're going to talk about for the rest of 10, 20 years from now? You're still going to be talking about it, or do you actually want it to be real? I'm going to just keep saying that to you because you actually can have it be real. The consequence of not actually really having this conversation and making something real happen is that you will just continue to dream it, and you're going to be one of those people who just keeps talking and talking and talking about how lovely it would be to have a community of artists. And then you're never going to go buy the land, and you're never going to get organized, and you're never going to get the skill set that you need inside of your own cultivated self for you to be able to make it manifest. Do you think that's just going to be popped into your world? You're going to have a certain amount of flow and opportunities will open, but you'll have to seize them and actually say yes to things and grounding them and sign the dotted line on things and making this a 3rd dimensional reality. Because my true belief is that you are getting that dream inside of your beingness so that it actually can become manifest, not just to talk about it, but actually to get it real. So here's the #1 thing that I am seeing in my own 3 communities that I've been part of. I've been part of other ones, but these are the 3 that that I've seen have this one thing happen that made all 3 of them completely implode. They've imploded. I got to see it. I was part of a community, and then I left the community because I was on to other adventures, and then I watched it and I got to hear it just unraveled, and then over here that happened, and over here that happened. Isn't that incredible? And these are all things that I was already gone when I saw that this happened. The #1 reason why I have seen communities not work is because members of the community do not have a habit of keeping their word. They're not taking 100% responsibility for what they say they're going to do, what they say they're going to be, how they're going to show up. When they say they're going to be here and do this and keep their commitments, they do not, and therefore their word means nothing, and therefore there is not action or a sustainable trust that can happen inside the community. That is what I have observed. And this is why in this tribe, your word means something. Your word means something, and we're doing little activities here, just by being in the tribe, where you say, I'm going to do this certain thing by this certain time, and then it's up to you to be of your word and to be accountable to your word. So these things are part of your character building. This isn't specifically about being a lightworker musician, but what I have observed is that we have such amazing magic as lightworker musicians, and to actually anchor it into the third dimension is so powerful. And I will continue to emphasize that I want your dreams to actually have meaning and root and significance right here, and not just this dreamy, wonderful thing, because we actually we can anchor that light here. That's something that I stand for, and I bring and I offer to this tribe. So when you are ready to get to the next level of learning the skills of being accountable, and you're ready to actually start, you have to first start to cultivate that within yourself, within your own cultivation of your music medicine, and how to, in a very pragmatic and sustainable and organized and strategic way, getting your message out to the world. This is something that makes your music medicine actually very useful in the third dimensional world. This is something that I offer you as a resource. When you're ready to practice that level, that is the first step into allowing this dream to create a community, a retreat, an artist healing center, whatever it is that your dream is in that big community space. It begins with you. It begins with your cultivation. And there are resources for you to be able to do that. You have to be able to seize the opportunity to say yes to the bigger dream of what you are being called to do. It starts with you. It starts with you saying yes. When you're ready to do that, reach out to me, and I look forward to being a resource for you, so that these dreams and these centers and these retreats and these communities can actually be full of people who keep their word, who hold accountability, who take 100% responsibility for their life and how they show up in the community. It starts with you. It doesn't just fly into your knowingness. It's something to cultivate as a third dimensional human being. And it's exciting for those of you who are ready to do that. You start with you start with your music medicine, you start with your accountability. It starts with you keeping your word, and I'm a resource for you to be able to hold you accountable and to practice these skills so that you can utilize it at the bigger picture of your dream. Will you be someone who wants to just keep dreaming about this because you just have to think about it some more? Or do you actually want to start? Do you want to start to create this? Even if you don't know how you're going to get the money for the land or who's going to be part of it, you're going to be creating a vibrational match with other people who keep their word. Your community is going to be you're going to be part of a community of people who keep their word. I've also been part of those types of communities who know how to keep their word, who keep taking responsibility 100%. Those are the ones that I am part of and desire to be part of, because they are my vibrational match. That's the way this works. So take this into consideration, that you're ready to go to the next level of keeping your word, taking 100% responsibility. And if you don't know what that means, reach out to me. We will do the work. You will practice it and cultivate this as a beingness so that this dream can come true. When you're ready for that, I look forward to talking to you one-on-one. Lots of love to you all. I'll talk to you in the next video.